What's up, gang? How you guys doing? It is Lieutenant Sal Blue, 28-year law enforcement veteran and the author of the top 25 mistakes en route to the good life, coming at you today with my daily podcast. Now listen, I'm going to jump right into my podcast on Spotify because this is the second half. I did a little daytime commute on Spotify where I talked about a couple of things this morning that were on my mind, and I'm going to start doing that every day. YouTube, guys, I did not do that on YouTube because I am driving. Hello. But anyway, guys, I just want to talk to you guys real quick. Not even real quick. It's just my daily podcast, guys. But one of the things that I want to talk about, guys, is this before I get started. First and foremost, let's get into some of the logistics, guys. Make sure you guys hop on over to lieutenantsalblue.com and pick up your copy of the top 25 mistakes en route to the good life. You guys check that out while I walk around here. And when you do such a thing, right, when you guys go over there and pick it up, as you guys get to see my little wine wall real quick, when you guys go over there and pick it up, I will be giving away free copies of this on my website, right? It is about $20 on Amazon. You guys can pick that up at Lieutenant Sal Blue for free. I'm just asking you guys to pay the shipping on it right now, and when you do, I'll be sending you out an autographed copy. So hop on over there to Lieutenant Sal Blue and get your autographed copy of my book today. I'm doing 10,000 autographed copies. So I'll be doing that before the year ends. So hop on over there and grab your special. So anyway, in today's podcast, guys, as I get started, my question is this, right? It's about your belief system, the things you believe, and how they make a difference in your life and how your life turns out. So my question for you guys today is this, right? Are your current beliefs empowering you to forge ahead in life, or are they draining you, disempowering you, right, from reaching your full potential? And when I thought about this question, I started thinking about my beliefs, right? And you have different beliefs in all different areas of your life, depending on what you do, your career choices, what type of family you grew up in, and your health choices, just people you're around, right? You have all different type of beliefs that are coming from all different areas. And you have to filter through those beliefs and decide in your life, is this something I want to believe in, right? Is this something that I'm going to go ahead and take it and I'm going to start implementing it in my life, right? Because trust me, if you implement something in your life, it's going to affect another part of your life, right? An example of that is if you implement the pyramids of the food pyramid, you'll probably think that you need to eat a certain amount of meat, a certain amount of grain, a certain amount of vegetables in order to have a healthy lifestyle, because that is what you implemented as one of your beliefs. But what happens if you also turns around and you're a vegetarian, right? Or a pescatarian, or one of those different beliefs, right? So how are you going to now also believe in a pyramid? You're probably going to believe in something totally different. So then you'll have a whole different stack of beliefs of where you will pull out how you're going to live a healthy lifestyle through your nutritional needs. You'll find different ways and different people to follow and learn and understand. So when asking that question, guys, here we go with this. And I need to do this real quick, guys. Give me a second. I like to make sure that I mute my phone so that my family can't call me in the middle of my podcast, because they do that on a current basis, right? So anyway, now I know that this is this question that I'm asking right here, right? This is one of those questions that its answers comes in layers, right? And you just can't give like one blatant answer to answer this type of question when it comes to creating the life that you want, or getting the answer to this question about your beliefs, right? You got to go into it. You got to get into it really, really good. So as I'm doing that and I'm getting into it and I'm thinking about it, and give me a second, YouTube. As I'm thinking about trying to answer the question of belief, right, as I walk upstairs and I let Cheryl do everybody make sure that they have a part in disturbing my podcast. But here we go. That is very, very important because Cheryl doesn't have phones, so she can't open the door. But anyway, as I get back to my notes and I talk to you guys about the belief system and how it comes in layers, I want you guys to understand that these layers are very important when it comes to answering the question of are your beliefs empowering you or are they disempowering you? So here we go. This is me, right? I believe that no one can find the answers until they do an inventory of their own beliefs, right? Things that they believe in, and in every category of their life, right? All of these categories of our life matters when it comes to our beliefs. So some of my beliefs are, and I'll give them to you, I just listed a few of them as I wrote them out for you guys, right? Now some of my beliefs are, your happiness comes from inside. I truly believe that you can't gain happiness from outside things. You can get things and buy things with money, and you can have relationships with people. But I've watched far too many people with lots of money be very miserable. I've watched people who seem like they had incredible relationships be deep down inside and depressed. I have conversations with them. And I've had people who seemed like they were in the best of health, but they weren't happy. So that's why I tell you guys, happiness comes from the inside. And I'll probably end up doing an entire completely podcast on just how to develop your happiness from the inside, because I think that's important in this day and age. That's just one of my beliefs, guys. Another one of my beliefs is meditation helps to clear the mind. I am a firm believer in meditation, right? Clearing your thoughts, becoming focused, okay, and connecting your mind and your body and your spirit all in one through meditation. So I'm a firm believer in that. So meditation is important. That is another one of my beliefs. Another one of my beliefs, guys, as I continue on, is most people are honest. I believe that most people that I encounter each and every day are honest, right? Despite what the news media says, despite what everybody says all around, I believe that most people are honest. And if you have a belief that most people are honest, you begin to treat people, okay, on an individual basis up front, right? I don't judge anybody until they speak. When somebody speaks, it tells you how they feel about you or how they feel about whatever they have a belief in, right? People love talking about what they believe in, their topic, their thing they hate the most, the thing they love the most, you know? So people always talking about that. So always wait and allow somebody to speak. I always tell people, be the last to speak, right? Say hello, greet somebody, but when it comes to all of this, telling everybody all the information about you, allow somebody to let all that out first, and then you come back and you tell them what you believe, if that's what you want to do. But always let people speak first so that you can then have a good idea of how you're going to approach your conversation in the situation that you're dealing with people. But, as I said before, most people are honest. The next thing I believe is hurt people hurt people. Now, in my job, right, and especially in law enforcement, I know that I've come across tons and tons and tons of people who have attempted to hurt me, attempted to hurt my feelings, attempted to hurt me physically, emotionally, financially, and they come at me in every type of way. And if I held that against those people, I would then be hurting myself inside. So I have come to the conclusion, and I know this for a fact, hurt people, period, right? When you are happy and you're feeling good and everything is going right, do you really go out of your way to try to hurt somebody else? No. It is when you have that deep-rooted hurt inside of you, right? And you know how they say, misery loves company. A lot of people try to bring that hurt out in somebody else, okay, so that someone else can join them and understand that pain. So a lot of times when I'm dealing with hurt people, I try to use the empathy path, and I try to be a lot more understanding. So a lot of you guys have to learn how to be a lot more understanding and be a little bit more patient. Just a little bit more patient. I'm not saying don't physically let nobody put their hands on you, but I'm saying some of the words that people say, man, you could diffuse that and learn how to do that in your life, right? Hurt people hurt people. Another thing is, man, my family deserves my best efforts. My family deserves my best efforts. I don't know how many of you guys feel that way, right? But I know for a fact that it's a lot of things I can't quit on. It's a lot of things I can't get into that are distracting to my path, right? And it's a lot of things that other people are doing that they may feel are okay and mediocre, like, this is good enough. But not for me. I believe that my family deserves my best efforts. So anything that I get into, anything that I do, I go all in and give it my best effort, guys. So understand that. Give things your best effort when it comes to, creating the life that you want. Your family deserves your best. And find something that forces you to go for that. Something that urges you to try to give your best efforts. I think of that. Next thing is, I am in excellent health, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Now, when I think that and I believe that truly, right, I make sure that is something I work on every day. I'm always working on my physical health every single day. I'm doing something toward my physical health. Always trying to move, always trying to stretch, always trying to increase my heart rate, to get a sweat each and every day. I'm always working on that. My mental capacity, I'm always working on my mental game, right? Meditation, silence, moments, writing, journaling, always working on my mental game, okay? And emotionally, I'm always trying to just be open emotionally and talk more often and get those emotions out so that I can cleanse myself emotionally. So those are a couple of things that I believe, right? Now, I'm going to ask you a question. What are some of your beliefs, guys? What are some of your beliefs? And I'm going to ask you to write those down. Write down some of your beliefs and tell me, are those beliefs empowering you, right? Or are they disempowering you, right? Are they draining you? Are they pulling all your energy levels out so you can't be at your best? You have to think about this when it comes to your beliefs and your belief system, guys, and your belief system, right? So when you're going through these beliefs and you're writing down some of your beliefs that you want to match up some of my beliefs with your beliefs, if you would like to do that, you can do that. But a lot of times I hear a lot of people ask me, right, how do you know what beliefs to adopt? Especially my first halfers, beginning some of the stages of their life, they're finally breaking out of the nest of their parents, right? And so they understand now in their life that their parents did not know everything. And if your parents don't know everything, now you're out in the world on your own. What beliefs do you adopt now, right? Did you go back to adopting your parents' beliefs when you figure out that they don't know everything? Or did you find somebody new whose beliefs that you can adopt and shape and mold your life after, right? So I tell people all the time, in order to find out whose beliefs you're going to adapt to, right? Go out in life, right? And always do a study. I call it doing a study of people who are achieving some of the things that you would like to achieve in your life at a much higher level than you are, right? Much higher level than most people, right? Don't go in there and grab the average, right? Because if you grab the average, you might end up being 10% of what they are, which will be extremely mediocre. I tell people, go out there and find the best in your craft as something that you want to do with your life, right? And ask them some questions. Treat them, with respect and as a role model to you for some of the things that you need to follow. And in order to get the answers that you need to get out of them, I believe that you can ask them two questions, and you can get the most out of these people when it comes to finding out what beliefs you should adopt and what direction you want to take your life in order to get the most out of your life, right? So when I talk about being a role model, most of you guys know what I mean about role model, right? Some children have adults as role model. Most of our first role models were our parents, right? But as you become an adult, you have to choose your own role model to fit the goal that you are trying to achieve with your life. So make sure you find a role model that you are trying to get where they're at, as I'd like to say. Now, understand this. When you find that role model, and they need to be successful, obviously, because you want to be successful, right? Successful people always have a very strong set of beliefs. Very strong set of beliefs. I have never met a role model who didn't have a strong set of beliefs that they stick to and they do not waver from. This is who they are, right? Their beliefs are ingrained into them physically, emotionally, mentally. So you want to ask them these two questions, right? The first question that I learned was from Tony Robbins, right? And these are fantastic questions. The question is, right, what do you believe makes you different? Now, when you ask somebody that question, obviously that is a question that maybe, number one, you should be asking yourself in the mirror. But number two, when you ask your role model or your mentor about these questions, it is going to take them some time to just answer that question, right? That is not like just something you just blurt out and you give a one-word answer to, right? That is a question that requires a little bit of thinking, right? And it requires a little bit of understanding yourself. And if you have chosen the right role model, they will give you a powerful answer that maybe, guys, you maybe need to pull out your recorder and say, hey, listen, I'm asking you this question. Would you mind if I record you so I could write down in my notes this answer? Because I want to shape and mold my life after someone like you. And you say it out of respect, obviously. The second question that Tony Robbins also said was, what are the beliefs that you have that separate you from other people? Right? You know, you say, hey, listen, I seen this type of person in your field, and I've seen that type of person in your field. And you are the person who I would like to be like in your field. So what separates you? What beliefs do you have that these people don't have, that they don't get the results that you get? And when you ask them that question, guys, when you ask them that question, that is another one. Break out that recorder, man, and pay attention to the words that they say and the beliefs that they talk about and the things that they stand behind. It is going to be epic. It is going to be epic in your life, and it's going to change your life in a way that you cannot imagine. These two answers, guys, will be the foundation of your success. So ask these questions to your role model and get an answer. Get an answer. Whatever it takes, guys, get an answer. This is your life, right? This is your life that you are crafting for yourself. So if this is something that you're crafting for yourself, you're going to have to put in the work, guys. And I suggest you ask these two questions. Now, once you begin to shape your future based on your role model, you will find moments of limiting beliefs, guys. And I've gone through this at every single stage of my life. The moment of limiting beliefs. They could do it, but can I do it? Right? How can I reach the pinnacle of my career? How can I reach the pinnacle of my chosen field, my craft, my business, whatever I'm doing? How can I achieve that? And so that limiting belief is always sitting in the back of your head, waiting for you to slow down, right? But I'm telling you guys, you can't slow down when it comes to limiting belief, because it is always waiting one step behind you. For as soon as you stop moving, that limited belief is all over you guys. It is all over you, and it will begin to have its way with you when it comes to your beliefs, right? Things that you believe in that can move you forward. So I found it best to attack those beliefs with constant commitment to improvement, and that has to be backed by daily action, guys. You got to do it every day, and that means never taking a day off. Never taking a day off. Now, most people, when I say this to, they've already given up. Oh, there's no way I'm not going to have my weekends. There's no way I'm not going to have my Friday night partying. There's no way I'm not going to have my Saturdays. But that is the same person that has been going at it year and year and year, trying to reach their goals and have not yet achieved what they want to achieve, right? Trying to focus and figure out what they want to do with their life, and they have not yet figured it out. It is those same people that want to take a day off, that want to take a cheat day, that want to party on the weekends, right? That want to go hang out with their friends when they haven't done their hard work yet, right? I'm telling you, you have plenty of time to enjoy friends and company if you do the work first, guys. So do the work first. Stop trying to take a day off, right? Now, as I tell people, as I get into this, because I guess me saying don't take a day off scares a lot of people. So I want to tell you guys, this may seem like a lot of work and very exhausting, right? Not to take a day off. But we have a tendency to falsely believe that we have plenty of time remaining. Okay, none of us know how much time we have remaining. So if none of us know how much time we have remaining, then why are you taking a day off before you reach the pinnacle of what you're trying to achieve in your life? Stop trying to say, I'll do it tomorrow. Stop trying to put things off. Stop trying to say the next day or the next week or the next month, or I can't wait until. Do it now. Put in the work now, guys, to create the life that you want, because the next moment is not promised, let alone next week. Okay, so you might as well, if you're going to leave this planet, make sure you leave it with a mission, right? Make sure you leave it with tons of stuff that you were about to do or things that you are currently working on, all right? That is how you live your life. That's how you live your life, with passion, okay, and energy and vigor, right? So instead of trying to maintain your status quo, right? Most people, that's all they're trying to do, maintain what they have, right? Instead of trying to maintain your status quo like most people, constantly work on improving yourself, okay, so that you don't want to be like yesterday. You don't want to remain the same as yesterday. You want to be moving forward. You want to be moving forward in your life. So I have 7 questions, right? 7 questions that you can answer, that I've written down that you should answer in order to help you with these, not the limiting beliefs, but finding your beliefs and figuring things out, right? When it comes to what you believe in, how strong you believe in them, and are they moving you forward or are they pulling you back, right? And the first question is, and this is what you match your beliefs up in. So you have a belief, you have it here in this category, and I want you to answer this question about the belief, right? The first one is, how is this belief ridiculous or absurd, right? I used to believe Santa Claus, and that Santa Claus brought me my gifts when I was a child, and that is an absolutely absurd belief, right? And the Easter Bunny and all of these things that I used to believe when I was younger. And as I got older, I found out that it was my parents. So yeah, that belief then was a strong belief as a child. That belief doesn't serve you as an adult. So understand that, right? When you answer that first question. The next question is, right, you may be believing a certain person. So you say to yourself, was the person I learned this belief from worth modeling in this area? So you learned something from somebody, some type of behavior they were doing, and you have to figure out, whether that behavior was benefiting you or whether it was hurting you, and whether that person in whatever area you're in, is that person achieving the pinnacle of what you would have wanted to achieve in that area. So answer yourself that question. The third question is, will it ultimately cost me emotionally if I don't let go of this belief? You always got to take that belief and say, will it cost me emotionally down the line? Understand that, right? Will it ultimately cost me in my relationships if I don't let go of this belief? Right? You may have a certain belief, a certain prejudice, a certain way you feel, right? And that belief may cost you relationship with your family, your children, okay, your spouse, your husband, right? It may cost you. So understand that when you're matching up those beliefs, right? Will it ultimately cost me physically, right? If I don't let go of this belief? Obviously, if you are eating bad and you believe that fried foods is cultural and you need to just constantly eat fried foods, okay, will it cost you physically? Is it going to give you bad health? Is it going to possibly cause you to have a heart attack? You have to understand these things when it comes to that, right? Will it cost me financially, right? Maybe you have a gambling habit, a poor spending habits, right? Is that going to cost you financially, right? If you don't let go of this belief, right, that you can get fast money, quick money. You know, I see all these guys with Bitcoin and all this other stuff, right? Will they get fast money from it? Because it can become an addictive type of habit and it can cost them. And the last question that you need to answer is, will it cost my family or loved ones if I don't let go of this belief, right? And as I stated in the beginning, guys, what is more important than having a family-driven purpose in order to do more and become more in your life, right? I've always been driven extra hard when it comes to family and giving my family the best that I can give them and the most that I can give them. So write those questions down, answer them for yourself, and put your beliefs up against these questions to see if you need to continue with those beliefs. If those beliefs are disempowering, then put them in the disempowering column. If they are empowering, then put them in the empowering column, okay? And eliminate those disempowering beliefs, okay? And start to realign your life with things that empower you and give you energy and get you going. So that's it for today. This is Lieutenant Sal Blue. I'm wrapping up today's podcast, okay? And I want to thank you guys for checking me out today in my wine room. And also, make sure you guys hop on over once again to lieutenantsalblue.com. Pick up a copy of your book, Top 25 Mistakes en Route to the Good Life, as a free copy. I'm giving away autographed copies, 10,000 autographed copies I'm giving away on my website. So hop on over there, purchase your copy today. And when I say purchase, I'm giving it away free anyway. You're just paying for shipping. So go over there, pay for shipping, get your book, and get tons of bonuses, and I'm giving away with that as well. So make sure you guys check me out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, and also my Facebook group, Top 25 Mistakes en Route to the Good Life. And I will see you guys tomorrow with my daily podcast. Maybe in my wine room, maybe outside. We don't know, depending on the weather, guys. I'll talk to you later. Deuces.